Block 1. Is your past just a program? Welcome, truth seekers, to a journey that might not just bend your mind, but completely shatter your understanding of reality. Take a second and think about your most cherished memory. Maybe it's the smell of your grandmother's kitchen, the feeling of your first kiss, or the unfiltered joy of a childhood birthday party. You can see it, feel it, almost taste it. It's real. It's a cornerstone of who you are. But what if it isn't? Have you ever had a moment where a vivid memory felt off? A tiny detail that doesn't quite fit, a timeline that feels slightly compressed, a feeling that nags at the edge of your consciousness, telling you something is wrong with the picture. Perhaps you recall an event differently than everyone else, or a widely accepted fact simply doesn't align with your personal recollection. You usually dismiss it as a simple mistake, a trick of the mind. But what if it's more than that? Today, we're diving headfirst into the most unsettling concept imaginable, the possibility that your entire life, every single memory you hold dear, from your greatest triumphs to your most painful heartbreaks, could be a meticulously crafted illusion. What if the universe itself has a cruel glitch and your past is nothing more than an implanted program? This isn't just science fiction paranoia. It's a question rooted in the strange and deceptive nature of our own biology. We tend to think of memory as a high-definition video recorder, faithfully capturing events as they happened. You press play, and the scene unfolds, perfect and unchanged. But neuroscience tells us this is a complete fantasy. Your memory isn't a recording, it's a reconstruction. Every time you recall an event, you aren't playing a file. Your brain is actively rebuilding the memory from scratch, using scattered fragments of information stored across vast neural pathways. It's more like a storyteller than a librarian, weaving a narrative based on emotional context, subsequent experiences, and even simple suggestion. It fills in the gaps, smooths over the inconsistencies, and presents you with a coherent story. But here's the terrifying part. The storyteller can get it wrong. It can invent details, borrow elements from other memories, and even create entire events that never happened, all while making you feel 100% certain of their authenticity. Think of it like this. Your memory of your 10th birthday isn't a single file named birthday10.mp4. It's a distributed set of data points. The taste of the cake is stored in one area, the sound of your friend singing is in another, the emotional feeling of excitement is in yet another. When you remember, your brain pulls these scattered pieces and reassembles them. But what if one of those pieces is corrupted? Or what if your brain grabs a piece from your 11th birthday by mistake? The result is a memory reconstruction that feels real, but is fundamentally false. This is the biological basis for the glitch. Our minds are built on a system that prioritizes a coherent narrative over objective truth. Now, let's take this one terrifying step further. If our brains are the hardware, constantly rewriting and editing our past, what if our memories are the software? And if they are software, they can be hacked, they can be manipulated, or, most disturbingly, they could have been installed from the very beginning. What if you didn't gradually build your consciousness over years of experience? What if you and the entire history you remember were switched on just 5 minutes ago, complete with a full suite of memories designed to give you a sense of identity, purpose, and belonging? Could you even tell the difference? The feelings of love for your family, the sting of past failures, the pride of your accomplishments, all could be lines of code in a program designed to create you. This is the ultimate existential dread, the realization that the very foundation of yourself might not be a product of your life, but a fabrication designed to make you believe you've lived one. Block 2. The Mandela Effect and Fabricated Realities. The idea of an implanted past might sound abstract, but what if there's evidence of this memory manipulation happening all around us on a global scale? Our exploration now leads us to the infamous Mandela Effect, a bizarre phenomenon where large groups of people, often millions, confidently remember events or details that historical records prove never actually occurred. It's named after Nelson Mandela because a surprising number of people share a distinct, detailed memory of him dying in prison in the 1980s, complete with recollections of news reports and TV specials. The only problem? He was released in 1990 and lived until 2013. Is this just a mass delusion, a simple mistake repeated ad nauseum, or is it a peek into a fractured reality, a glitch in the system that affects us all? The examples are as baffling as they are numerous. Do you remember the classic line from Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back as, "Luke, I am your father"? Almost everyone does. But the actual line is, "No, I am your father. Go and check." How about the beloved children's book series, The Berenstain Bears? Many are unshakably certain it was spelled with an E-I-N at the end, but every copy in existence reads Berenstain Bears. Think of the Monopoly man, rich Uncle Pennybags. In your mind's eye, is he wearing a monocle? A vast majority of people would say yes. He has never, ever had one. The easy answer is that our brains are simply flawed. Psychologists have a term for this: confabulation. It's the brain's unconscious process of filling in gaps in memory with fabricated, misinterpreted, or distorted information. It's not lying, it's a feature of our narrative-driven minds. We remember the "of the Vader" scene, a paternal revelation, and our culture fills in the more dramatic Luke intro. We see a posh, top-hatted character, and our brain adds a monocle, a common trope for wealth. This is powerfully supported by the work of cognitive psychologist Elizabeth Loftus, who pioneered research into false memories. In her groundbreaking studies, she proved it was shockingly easy to implant entirely fake memories into people's minds. Using suggestion and doctored photographs, she convinced subjects they had detailed memories of events that never happened, like being lost in a shopping mall as a child or taking a hot air balloon ride. If a scientist can rewrite your past in a laboratory setting, what could a more powerful force be capable of? This is where the line between psychology and profound existential mystery begins to blur. What if the Mandela Effect isn't a bug in our brains, but a glitch in the matrix? Proponents of simulation theory suggest that these collective misrememberings could be evidence that our reality is not the base reality. They could be artifacts of a system reboot, a software patch, or even the merging of parallel universes. In this view, the people who remember Berenstain aren't wrong. They are remembering a previous version of reality before a universal update was pushed through. Your memory isn't faulty, it's a residual data fragment from an overwritten timeline. This connects directly back to the idea of a programmed existence. If we are living in a sophisticated simulation, our memories are just data points within that system, and data can be edited. Your most cherished memory of a sunset on the beach might not be a memory of a real event, but a beautifully rendered cutscene with an associated emotional file, designed to keep you invested in the game. The Mandela Effect then becomes a crack in the facade, a moment where the code shows through, revealing the artificial nature of our world. The unsettling truth is that both explanations are equally terrifying. Either our individual minds are so fundamentally unreliable that we can't trust the very bedrock of our identity, or our collective reality is so unstable that it can be altered without our knowledge, leaving behind only faint, ghostly echoes of what used to be. Your entire life, your loves, your losses, your identity, it all rests on the integrity of your memories. And the evidence suggests that foundation is as solid as a dream upon waking. What is the most unsettling memory glitch you've ever experienced? Let us know in the comments. Subscribe for more truths that question everything.